Echo, what's the weather?
Right now in Euclid, it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has snow flurries, with a high of 16 degrees and a low of 4 degrees. By the way, there's a winter weather advisory in effect until Saturday, December 24th,
You
9
think?
p.m.
Echo, stop. A little bit of a winter weather advisory, just a little bit, you know. Um, you know, life in Northeast Ohio, right? Life in Cleveland. I enjoy it. I appreciate it. I value it. Life on the lake, right? It is the whole city of Cleveland is on the lake. So it's always a little colder here. It's actually colder in Akron. And Akron is south of here because you can't get north of here unless you're going to head on your way to Canada or the middle of the lake. But yeah, it is cold. I made it through my entire last video and I saw after in the replay of it that there was a huge piece of a huge nose goblin, and that term is so disgusting to me in my adulthood. But as a child, I used to be intrigued by it on the Ren and Stimpy show because Ren and Stimpy show represents my childhood, and Stimpy would have the nose goblins. Like he anyway. That's pretty disgusting to talk about. It particularly in my adulthood, that's pretty disgusting. But yeah, what is that? Say 2 minutes? I should wear my glasses more often, but I don't absolutely positively need them to look at my computer for work, and I don't absolutely positively need them at various points throughout the day for random readings. Readings. I had a reading the other day, you guys. Wouldn't you like to hear about it? Oh my gosh, because I don't. I just wanna say, you're my everything. Gotta know that I want you, baby. Gotta know that I need you, darling. I just wanna say, you're my everything. Anyway, but yes, I have an eyes with the guy that I think I found me. Ha. Anyway, and I might on hashtag Verse TV this coming week, I believe that we will, one of our topics for discussion prob really should be, considering that I said to somebody, be on the lookout because this week we will be discussing this, and to then turn around and be like, ha, gotcha, we won't be. No. But a friend of mine, a friend of hashtag Verse TV or whatever, he posted something about being ace flux. What is ace flux? Asexual flux. I don't know exactly what the flux is, but I assume fluctuate or whatever. But ace flux. And I was like, that's so interesting. Tell me more about it. Because ace flux, and I'm like, I wonder if at the end of the day, I'm possibly somewhere somewhat like ace flux. Because and you all have been with me for years, and I thank you. Thank you very much thank you. And you know that, like, I playfully talk about my thought days, my sexual exploration days, and all of that. And I often follow that up with explaining that I was just looking for love in all the wrong bedrooms. It's not that sex is this big thing to me, especially considering that I went through my prude days after my thought days because I was not having sex with any boyfriends at all, nor street clients. No, no, I'm kidding, and that's not funny. But that's not funny. But no, I wasn't having sex with anybody at all in my prude days. Like even my boyfriends, it would just be kisses and cuddles, kisses and cuddles. That's it, you know? And that was until I found the person that I thought I was going to marry. So I gave it all to him. And oh, okay. So let me talk about this. Let me talk about this. I did give it all to him. I'd let him hit and all of that. And after we broke up, I was like, and I did a video about this before, and I believe I spoke to this same thing. Maybe it was something different. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was something different. But the video that I did about the Aretha Franklin video for not You're My Everything, that's an Anita Baker song. But the Aretha Franklin video for A Rose is Still a Rose. And the girl who, the school girl who gave it up to the, I assume, similarly aged, slightly older man, young man, um, she gave it all up to him. And he turns around and, you know, being a young person, also gave it to other people. And she was like, I thought that I was your one. How could you be giving it to other people? I thought I was that one, you know. And she went out and started being slick and fast and dressing fast because she was like, I've already given up this thing that I was saving, so I have nothing else to hold on to. And after I broke up, going back to me, it's all about me. No, but going back to me, after we broke up, I was kind of like, you know what? I went through all of those years, having my prude days, not giving it up to anybody, not having a relationship last even up to a year because of the fact, largely related to the fact that, you know what, I can't say largely related to the fact, but due in part to the fact that I was not giving it up to people at all. I was like, I want you to put a ring on it. And that was particularly complicated back then, considering that it wasn't even legal for us to get married. But I was like, well, I want some kind of court documentation saying that we're together. And but God, I was in such a ridiculous place because not only was I saving myself because I was like, I want us to have some kind of lifelong marriage commitment, but because of where I was at that point, religiously, at that point of my life, because in the home that I grew up, my mom was like, God is in your heart. So I wasn't one of those kids that she would like drag to church or anything like that. But anyway, but at that particular point in my life, I was not ready to marry a man, but I was not having sex with a man, even though that was what I desired mostly. And I I add that mostly because that clarification that clause because of the fact that there at that point in my life there was the woman that I say is the woman I would have married if I was a heterosexual man because I was genuinely into her. All of that to say, to bring it back to what I'm talking about, I sex is not that huge to me. It's not, and that's, oy, it's not that huge to me. So when I saw him talking about Ace Flux, because I think I asked him, I was like, so because the post was actually something about being asexual, and I was like, oh, so you're asexual? You don't have sex with people? And he's like, no, actually, I'm Ace Flux. And Ace Flux is somebody who is largely asexual for the most part, but they can flux fluctuate and have sex sometimes or be in the mood for sex sometimes. And I think about myself. I can't tell you the number of men that have hit me up on some, hey bitch. Oh, I wish somebody would hit me up like that. I would do whatever they said just because they hit me up with that message. And then I would never talk to them again. But hey, bitch. No, but no. But the number of dudes who like hit me up and reveal like ultimately I want to hook up. I would like you to come over right now so we can have sex. I would love to suck your dick. I remember one dude sent me a message one time. Ugh. I'm sorry, but he was. Ugh. Anyway, he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, how about I come over and suck your dick?" And I was like, "No, thank you. No thanks." And he was like, "I mean, come on. Who doesn't want head?" And I'm like, "Are you really trying to sell me on this as if it's like anyway, ill?" But yeah, so whatever. But what my friend said, and I'm going so many places, but I remember where I was going. See, doing podcasts helps me with that, you know. Okay, yeah, helps me remember where I was going with things when I don't remember where I was going with things in long talks. But after I broke up with the dude that I thought I was going to marry, I was like, you know what? Damn it! I've been holding on to my peace for so long, and now that I've given it up to him, thinking that I was gonna marry him, I gave it up, and now it's like I I have nothing else to hold on to. I might as well just give it up to any and everybody who wants it whenever they want it. And I spoke with a wise friend of mine, a sage friend of mine, who is like, what you don't want to do is come out of this relationship and be so promiscuous that you end up getting something that you can never get rid of as a result. And I was like, damn, why do you have to make so much sense? Damn it. But yeah, that makes sense. So it's like, now what I don't remember is where I was going before all of that. But anyway, yeah. So he said that, and I was like, okay, I don't need to be wild and just give it up to everybody. Oh, the Ace Flux thing. Yay, I remember. Yay, Ace Flux. So yeah, sex is not that huge to me. It's not a huge deal for me to be like, I've got to have sex. I've got to have sex. It's not. It's not a huge deal for me. And Again, kisses and cuddles. Kisses and cuddles. Kisses and cuddles are my thing. Wow, my teeth. In in contrast to the white coming from the back, my teeth look exceptionally, extraordinarily yellow. Anyway, it's whatever. I mean, I use, and I'm gonna call it out because I actually like it. Crest with scope. That's what I use. I really like it. Is that a bird in the air conditioner? Anyway. All right. How many minutes? Way too many. Talk to y'all later. Social media family. Peace. BurstTV.com. Stay blessed. All right.